Hi, this is Melissa, and this is Keeping It True with Melissa. Tonight, we want to take a minute to talk about Ebola, one of the fastest stories out right now in the news, and it's causing quite a panic. So, just want to talk about a few things. Just want to let you know a little bit about what some of us may be thinking, and we just haven't had a chance to say it. So, what is Ebola? Now, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to sit and pretend to be a doctor. But what I'm going to say to you is it's a deadly virus. Now, what you might want to know about Ebola is that it is infecting and killing people in West Africa, and it is the worst recorded outbreak. So, this is according to the World Health Organization. So, the first case of Ebola was in a patient diagnosed in a U.S. hospital. And it was confirmed by the Centers for Disease Control. Keyword: how did we go from West Africa to the U.S.? Huh? Some things might make you say, So that's kind of what we're here to talk about tonight. We are really trying to figure out why Ebola is coming from West Africa. And instead of being treated, contained, and done away with in West Africa, we say, no, guess what? We want to come and bring it way over here to millions and millions of Americans over here in where? The US. How fucking crazy is that? So basically, now they're trying to basically talk it away. You know, we try to cover up a lot of stuff. We try to not let people know what's going on. Hey, government, we're not stupid. We know that there's some crazy shit going on with this. We know that there's some shit that you guys don't want us to know. And we know that you're trying to keep it under wraps. So here's what I just want to do. Let me first talk about some symptoms, because we all don't go to, most people nowadays don't want to go to the doctor anyway. And with the Affordable Care Act, which is not affordable, so I'm not really sure why we call it the Affordable Care Act, but with the insurance that's out here today, maybe you should at least know when you might be, infected with Ebola. So the symptoms are fever, intense weakness, muscle pain, headache, sore throat. Sounds like sounds like the flu, huh? So these symptoms are followed by vomiting, diarrhea, rash, impaired kidney and liver functions, and sometimes internal and external bleeding, according to the World Health Organization. So let me get this straight. You start with a fever, but you end up not being able to pee or boo-boo. Yeah, that's not funny. That's going from 0 to 100 real quick. There is no cure. This takes about 8 to 10 days after infection, and apparently you're okay as long as you're not near the infected. But if people don't really know that they're infected, how are we supposed to know if they're infected? I mean, come on, guys, for real. So let's see. The virus is transmitted from wild animals to humans. Humans spread the virus through contact with blood or other bodily fluids of an infected person, as well as exposure to objects like contaminated needles. So, are you guys sitting up here thinking to yourself, what the fuck? Now, we already have AIDS. Spreads similar to what I was just reading. Now we've got Ebola. We got herpes. It just seemed like to me we keep coming up with all these fucking diseases we can't cure, but people are getting them just as easily as if I was to step outside my door. So yeah, I'm a little pissed. I think that's crazy. And what makes it so bad is we take a disease that was in West Africa and we bring it to America. So we're that friendly. So we're saying, oh yeah, hey, just come on over here. Matter of fact, we have doctors and nurses who just really, really want to die today, because that's what I feel like you're saying. When you bring someone who can't control their bodily functions around someone who is able to control their bodily functions but can't do anything if somebody goes spurting blood or urine or whatever else, because they're saying if it gets in your eyes or nose. So let's just say you come in and you're infected and you're bleeding and your blood spatters on me. Now I'm infected and dying because of you. And even though you didn't mean to do it to me, what we're saying in America is we don't care about the Americans that are already living here. So my thing is, why not contain it where it started? Why not try to figure out what is going on? Now we're running around like a chicken with our head cut off, because now we have to figure out who has it. Then we have to contain them for 8 to 10 days. Then we have to go and contain all the people around them for 8 to 10 days or more and make sure nobody have it. And they're saying, oh, wow, the disease is gone. Bullshit, because people keep getting up saying, now I have Ebola. You've got cases now in Texas. There's people that's in Atlanta with it. And then, of course, you've got the people that started it over across in Africa. So what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Why would we let this spread? Why would we invite the virus into our country? Don't get me wrong. We bad. We bad. We got some artillery behind us. But with the shit that's going on, just like the AIDS plane that got disappeared in thin air and shit, like, for real, it's almost like you don't even want to put yourself at risk. Like, I could just imagine what some of these doctors and nurses and things are dealing with. Now you're like, if I go to the fucking hospital, am I going to be in contact with Ebola? Like this, like, these are things that we're all trying to say what the hell to. And the government expects us to be calm about this? No. Most of us, if we got some sense, are fucking scared out of our minds. And don't get me wrong, fear is not of God, and I know that. But for real, like, all you can really say about this is for real. Okay, so these are just my opinions on it, but it just seems like to me, like, we're inviting shit over here to kill us, and we're wanting people to blow us up and get rid of us and demolish us, because to me, this virus is so commonly spread. How do you know it from a flu, a common cold, or a deadly disease? It took them almost a week to test this guy for being positive. A week. In a week's time, you could have infected like 50 more people. So, I mean, we all know the train effect. We all know you infect one infects another, 2 infect 5 infect 10 infect 80 infect 5,000. And then here you go. Now you got a worldwide epidemic. Now, citizens, right now, I would just say have faith. And, a couple of people have said a few things, and I agree. It's something to panic about, but if you're already living reckless, it's only so much you need to be saying, because like somebody said, AIDS has been around forever, and you still got people out here in 2014 sleeping unprotected with multiple partners. Are you out your fucking mind? It is not worth your life. So we're all getting excited and panicking about Ebola, but your motherfucking ass could be walking around with AIDS right now and don't even know it. So overall, what I would tell people is be safe, get regular checkups. If you think you got a fever, you better go to the damn doctor and get tested. Like, get your health together, because you can't get mad about Ebola and then find out you're walking around with AIDS. Either way, you're getting ready to fucking die. So let's clear. But what I would ask is, instead of you being reckless and possibly putting somebody else in harm's way, make sure you're good. And that's the best advice I can give. And as far as the Ebola virus, I just pray that we are really trying to contain it. I pray that somebody in the White House is really not sitting there watching this shit outbreak and not doing nothing about it and trying to cover it. And you can't believe everything you hear on the news. So people, just keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Learn to research. Learn to get on there and know what you're talking about. This virus is no joke, just like the AIDS virus is no joke. And we need to be aware consciously about every single thing. So, that's all I really have to say about the Ebola virus. All I can tell us to do is pray. Pray and just be vigilant and just be humble and just, be wise and just really, really, really be on the outlook, because now we're reporting that people are raising from the dead with the Ebola virus. And if that's the case, that's scary all in itself, because apparently these people are raising up from the dead and they're appearing to be zombie-like. And for any of you that might pay any attention to the Illuminati, or might pay attention to the future, demons, zombies, the returning of God, you guys might want to pay attention to that, because that's significant. People raised from the dead, meaning they died and they have now come back to life as zombies. That's scary. These are some things that as people want to be thinking about, just like the fact that we have concentration camps. Why are we building concentration camps? Aren't we free? Are you guys trying to fucking put us back in cells? Well, I'm one to say I'll die first. You'll have to kill me. I ain't doing the slave shit. I'm good on all that. So, I mean, we really need to pay attention to this stuff. For all of these people out here who can Instagram, text, Kick, Tag, Facebook, Pinterest, all these little social media sites, y'all need to get on Google. Y'all need to research concentration camps, zombies, Illuminati, Ebola, AIDS. Y'all need to really figure out what the fuck going on. I don't like to turn on the news all the time, but here lately, I do try to stay a little bit more up to beat. I know it's crap. You get on there every day and it's crap from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. But I would rather be informed than to get fucked up. Informed or fucked up. Informed or fucked up. Make your choice. So anyway, this is Melissa signing off. I love you again. I welcome any comments. I welcome any suggestions. I welcome any opinions, and I will be glad to address them on future shows. And, you know, hopefully soon as this gets better, I'll have some special guests, some other people with some opinions to add. But anyway, this is Keeping It True with Melissa signing off. Have a blessed night.